Materials around your bathtub fail as they age. This bathtub, just by the look of the shower door, is 1974 special, and multiple things have gone wrong with this unit here. Let me walk you through some of these potential problems. We'll also look inside the wall, what actually happened, even though the outside looks smashing good with nothing wrong. Yeah, I just made that little bit of mess because we're gonna explore there. So first off, caulking. Different surfaces, plastic, cast iron, they need to be caulked together at the joint. If water gets in, it's gonna mold the surfaces on the inside. You can see that the thickness of this vinyl, whatever tops around, is about this much, and if water gets in, it's gonna rot the drywall, the paper face. Well, there shouldn't be wallpaper in a bathtub, but that's another story. But it's gonna wet and mold the wall studs and anything inside the wall. Not good for your environment. So caulking should be always fresh and should be always sealing. This is how it looks like when it's old, cracked. Let me just put my finger in it for size. And of course it grows mold everywhere. And these mold spores are really bad for your health. So even when there's just a black streak in there, like you can see some spots there, or a black streak on this one, I guarantee you there's mold underneath, around, and that grows actually inside the caulk there. So all this caulk is just be ready to repair it or replace it way before signs of molding show on it. But when it looks like this, it's past due. This caulking should be around the fixtures everywhere, intact. This is how fresh caulking looks like there, and this is how no caulking looks like. There is no caulking around that fixture there. Let me just turn the camera a little bit. It's a problem. Water can seep in. Water actually seeps in, and we'll take a look at it, how it looks like. It rusts the pipe, that's why it makes that rusty puddle there. I'll show you in a sec. This one either fixes to a short chunk of pipe, copper pipe with an Allen key, or threads on. This one is a thread on kind. I'll show you in a sec. I also want to run the water, and that makes a little bit of noise. But before we do that, one more thing about caulking and plastic. This plastic, as it ages, it shrinks, deforms, and cracks. When it does so, don't repair it with caulk, because this is how it looks like. Caulking is an incompatible material for repairing plastic. You should repair it with some epoxy or some kind of material. Make sure it looks like it's been done by a competent professional with materials that were actually designed to work in a wet service environment. So be ready for repairing plastic. The plumbing over here, you can see the wall is open and it's thoroughly moldy. The wall studs and inside of this drywall here is completely moldy. Some of it has been ripped out majorly, so, and there is more to go, but at this point this is just a show and tell, a deterrent example of what can go wrong when the outside looks fantastically well. So what happened is this plunger here on this fixture toggles between faucet or tap and shower head. So this is not only not caulked on to the this vinyl surface, but also isn't tight enough. It needs to be tightened more, but if you tighten it more, it looks stupid. So it has to be left in this position, but in this position it just leaks. Let me show you. Leaks to the inside of the wall. So right now it's working fantastically well with no sign of leakage on this side and no dripping, but when this pipe is pressurized and the water is a little more flow to it, and the water here, there is standing water under pressure in this length of pipe, because now the water flow is directly to the shower head. then this is what's happening on this side, because it's just not on tight enough or right enough of that dripping. So even when it looks decent on the outside, there's really nothing that tells you what's going on the inside. So be ready to just check it yourself every so often. Take it off. No, other way, sorry. Just give me a sec here. There, take it off and take a look at it, and you can see inside the wall, and just check it for leaks and corrosion and everything. And one more telltale sign that this one wasn't sealing is that this fixture is cracked here. Not only it wasn't on tight, maybe it was for the first 20 years or whatever it was, since 1974 or whatever, but it's also cracked there. A plastic fixture or a plastic part of this fixture that cracked. I just put my nail in it there. You get the idea. Cracked plastic is there. My nail is through it. Cracked plastic doesn't hold the pressure inside the waterline, so that's the result. And all of this mold is the result of it. So be ready that your bathroom, even though it looks good on the outside, it probably doesn't or isn't, and expect problems, especially if it's old. So that's all I wanted to share with it. In this bathroom we have multiple spots where it's molding just underneath the paint or underneath the wallpaper. There shouldn't be wallpaper in any bathroom, but in this one they decided to have absorbent material such as wallpaper here at multiple spots everywhere in the bathroom. An idiotic idea, seriously. So that's basically what I wanted to share here about this bath.